You're not broke because you don't make enough money. You're broke because the system is designed to keep you that way. Credit card companies, buy now, pay later apps, auto dealers. They all make billions of dollars off one thing: keeping you in debt. And most Americans have no idea it's happening to them. Today, I'm breaking down the 5 debt traps draining your paycheck every single month, and exactly how to escape all of them. Let's talk about what's really going on. Right now, 70% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, and debt is the #1 reason why. It's not because Americans are lazy. It's not because they don't work hard enough. It's because debt traps are everywhere. And they're built to look like good deals. Here's the truth. The average American household carries over $10,000 in credit card debt. The average car payment is now $735 a month, and buy now, pay later debt has exploded. Millions of people are using it just to buy groceries. And here's what nobody tells you. Debt doesn't just take your money, it takes your future. Every dollar you pay in interest is a dollar that could be growing in your investment account. Every month you're stuck paying minimums is a month you're not building wealth. So today, I'm breaking down 5 debt traps that are quietly keeping millions of Americans broke, and I'm giving you a real plan to escape each one. 5 debt traps keeping Americans broke. Let's get into it. Trap number 1, credit cards. Now, credit cards aren't bad tools if you know how to use them. The problem is, most Americans don't. Here's how the trap works. Credit card companies charge an average APR of 22%. That means if you carry a $5,000 balance, which millions of people do, you're paying over $1,100 in interest every single year, just for the privilege of owing them money. But it gets worse. The system is designed to keep you paying the minimum. If you have $5,000 in credit card debt at 22% and you only pay the minimum, about $100 a month, it takes you 22 years to pay it off, and you'll pay over $8,000 in interest. You'll pay almost double what you borrowed, just in interest. So why do so many people fall for it? Because credit cards feel like free money in the moment. Swipe now, worry later. And credit card companies know this. They design it that way. The minimum payment is low on purpose, to keep you in the cycle as long as possible. Here's what you do instead. If you have credit card debt, stop using the card, full stop. Then focus every extra dollar on paying down the highest interest rate card first. This is called the avalanche method. It saves the most money in the long run. Even $50 extra a month makes a massive difference. On that same $5,000 balance, adding just $50 extra per month cuts your payoff time from 22 years to 5 years and saves you over $6,000 in interest. That's the difference between knowing how the trap works and being stuck in it forever. Trap number 2, buy now, pay later. And this one is spreading fast. Apps like Klarna, Afterpay, and Affirm let you split purchases into 4 easy payments. Sounds harmless, right? Buy something for $200, pay $50 every 2 weeks. No big deal. But here's the problem. People are using buy now, pay later for everything now. Clothes, electronics, even groceries. And studies show that when people use BNPL, they spend on average 45% more than they would with cash. Why? Because $50 feels smaller than $200. That's all it is. A psychological trick. And those easy payments add up fast. If you have 3 or 4 BNPL plans running at the same time, which most users do, suddenly you have $200 to $300 going out in payments you didn't plan for. That's money you didn't budget, gone before you even see it, and that's before the fees. Miss one payment, late fees. Some BNPL services charge interest rates as high as 30%. And because these services don't always report to credit bureaus, people think there are no consequences. Until they can't pay, and suddenly there are. Here's the rule. If you can't afford to buy it outright, you can't afford it. Buy now, pay later is not a budget tool. It's a spending accelerator. Only use it for a planned purchase where you know 100% the payments fit your budget. Not because something's on sale. Break this trap and you'll immediately feel the difference in your account. Trap number 3, the minimum payment illusion. And this one is sneaky. It's called the minimum payment illusion. And it might be the most expensive mistake millions of Americans make every single month. Here's how it works. You get your credit card statement. You owe $8,000. The minimum payment is $160. You pay $160 and you feel responsible. You paid your bill. But here's what actually happened. At 22% interest, your $8,000 balance generates about $147 in interest that month alone. So your $160 payment? $147 of it went straight to the credit card company in interest. You only reduced your actual debt by $13. At this rate, it takes decades to get out, and you pay the bank tens of thousands of dollars along the way. The minimum payment isn't designed to help you get out of debt. It's designed to keep you in it as long as possible. That's the business model. Here's the fix. Always pay more than the minimum, even if it's just $25 or $50 more. Every extra dollar goes directly to your principal, the actual debt, not the interest. And here's a quick win most people skip. Call your credit card company and ask for a lower interest rate. It works more often than you'd think, especially if you've been a customer for a while and paid on time. Just ask. A 2 to 3% rate reduction can save hundreds of dollars a year. Know how this trap works and refuse to fall for it again. If this is already changing how you think about debt, hit that like button. It really does help this channel get this information in front of more people who need it. And subscribe if you haven't already. I put out new personal finance videos every week. Simple, practical tips to help everyday Americans save more, invest smarter, and build real wealth. No complicated stuff. All right? 2 more traps, and then I'm giving you a 3-step plan to escape all of them. Stay with me. Trap number 4, the auto loan trap. And this one is bigger than most people realize. The average new car payment in America right now is $735 a month. The average used car payment is $523 a month. And the average loan term, 72 months, 6 years. 6 years of $700 payments. That's over $50,000 for a car that's worth half that by the time you're done paying for it. Here's what makes this a trap. Car dealers don't sell you cars. They sell you monthly payments. Walk into any dealership and they ask the same question. What can you afford per month? Not, how much do you want to spend? Monthly payment. A $50,000 car at $700 a month feels manageable until it's not. Until you lose a job, or have a medical bill, or need to move. And now you've got this massive payment locked in for years. And here's what most people don't think about. Cars lose value fast. In the first year alone, a new car loses about 20% of its value. In 5 years, up to 60%. You're paying interest on something that's worth less every single day. Here's the smarter move. Buy a reliable used car with cash if you can. Or if you have to finance, put a large down payment, keep the loan under 48 months, and never let your car payment exceed 15% of your take-home pay. The goal is to get car payments out of your life as fast as possible. Every dollar not going to a car payment is a dollar you can use to build actual wealth. Trap number 5, lifestyle inflation debt. And this one is the quietest one of all. It's called lifestyle inflation, and it works like this. You get a raise. Your income goes up, so your spending goes up with it. New apartment, nicer car, better restaurants, the newest phone. You earned it, right? But here's the trap. Most people fund their lifestyle upgrades with debt. The new phone on a payment plan. The apartment that's a little too expensive. The credit card that gets used more because, hey, you make more now. And suddenly, even though you're making more money than ever, you have more debt than ever. More monthly obligations, less margin, less freedom. It's not about how much you make. It's about the gap between what you make and what you spend. And lifestyle inflation closes that gap or wipes it out entirely. Here's the rule. Every time you get a raise, keep your lifestyle exactly where it is for at least 6 months. Take at least 50% of that raise and put it directly toward debt payoff or investing. Let your wealth grow first, then, gradually, let your lifestyle follow. That discipline right there, resisting lifestyle inflation, is one of the biggest separators between people who build real wealth and people who stay broke no matter how much they make. Okay, You now know the 5 traps. So what do you actually do? Here's a simple 3-step plan to start escaping the debt trap, starting today. Step 1. Know exactly what you owe. Most Americans have no idea. They have a rough number in their head, but they've never added it all up. Credit cards, car loans, BNPL plans, medical bills, student loans, all of it. Pull up every account. Write down the balance, the interest rate, and the minimum payment. Get the real number. You cannot fight something you won't look at. Step 2. Stop adding new debt immediately. No new credit card charges you can't pay off this month. Delete the BNPL apps. Freeze the cards if you have to. The hole stops getting deeper today. You break the cycle by stopping the bleeding first. Step 3. Attack debt with the avalanche method. List all your debts by interest rate, highest to lowest. Pay the minimums on everything. Then take every extra dollar and throw it at the highest interest rate debt first. When that one's gone, move all that payment power to the next one, and the next. It's called the avalanche because once it starts, it picks up speed. And while you're doing all of this, and build a small emergency fund. Even $1,000 in a high-yield savings account keeps you from going deeper into debt when life happens. Because life always happens. This isn't complicated. It's just consistent. Here's what I want you to take away from this. Debt isn't a character flaw. It's a trap, and traps can be escaped when you know how they work. Most Americans are never taught this stuff. That's exactly why I make these videos. Simple, practical, no fluff. You now know the 5 biggest debt traps in America. Credit cards, buy now, pay later, the minimum payment illusion, auto loans, and lifestyle inflation. And you have a 3-step plan to start fighting back today. If this helped you, like this video and share it with someone who needs to hear it. That's how this channel grows. Subscribe for more personal finance tips every single week and drop a comment below. Which one of these 5 traps hit closest to home for you? I read every single one. I'm Ben, and I'll see you in the next one.